Hello and welcome back to the Wolf Stand of Champions. This is your host, Dark Matter Wolf, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Marvel Champions, the card game, Mojo Mania Scenario Pack. I'm super excited about this because this has some really cool villains in there. It's got a 70 card scenario pack, and the encounter cards here, that's the 6 modular encounter cards that come in here are just actually pretty cool because like Mojo does this whole scenario kind of like you'll see once we do this unboxing. But before we get started into there, if you're new here, make sure to go ahead and subscribe right now. We just hit 60 subscribers and we are on the road to 100 subscribers. I can only do it with your help. So thank you guys so much for clicking this video, watching it. If you could just click subscribe. We do Marvel Champions videos, gameplay, unboxings, everything in Marvel Champions, reviewing cards, reading cards, playing cards. If it's Marvel Champions, you're gonna find it here, so make sure to subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for choosing this channel to watch this video here. So let's go ahead and jump into Mojo's Crazy Mania. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So we are gonna go ahead and crack this open here. I am so excited for this because there is, okay, there we go. Because there is some really cool villains in here, and on top of that, there's some really cool, oh, this has a campaign log, look at that. Wow. There's some really cool modulars in here. So the Mojo Mania Scenario Pack is an expansion for Marvel Champions, the card game. It contains 3 scenarios set in the Mojoverse that can be played individually or together as a campaign, and 6 modular encounter sets that represent different television genres that Mojo can thrust the heroes into for his entertainment. Expansion symbol. This card is the expansion. The cards in this expansion are identified by the symbol before each card's collector number. Okay, here we go. Long shot. Ally card has an encounter card back and forms its own 1-card modular encounter set that can be included in any scenario. To include this card in a scenario, shuffle it into the encounter deck. If the scenario requires a specific number of modular sets, Longshot does not count as one of the sets. When the Longshot ally card is turned face up in the boost, it is treated as a boost with no boost icons. Okay. Longshot is beneficial to players and will make any scenario he is included into a little bit easier. Put Longshot into play under your control. The card gains surge. This effect cannot be canceled. Longshot does not count against your ally. Longshot gains piercing. Okay, cool. So you just get to add him in there. Amplify icons, featured keywords, stalwart, villainous, campaign mode, expert campaign mode, campaign log. Here is the campaign kind of thing here. Scenario 1, you get scenario 1 rules. Scenario 2 for spiral. You get scenario 3 here for Mojo, the story so far, and awesome. Frequently asked questions. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and jump into opening these packs here. It looks like this one is going to be the first one. Magog. All right, if you guys are new here, you guys are in for a treat. There is nothing like there's nothing like a fresh pack smell. These are some this is a fresh pack. This is a fresh pack. Yeah, this is a fresh pack. When we did our unboxing for Spider-Ham, it was not fresh. This one here is definitely fresh. Okay, here, so we have Magog the villain as the first scenario here. So let's go ahead and run through this villain here real quick. Magog, I said Magog. Magog here, Magog, has 2 sides, A and B, right? This is going to be the main scheme here. Melee in the Mojoseum, like Coliseum, but Mojo. He's got 2 environments here. He's got the champion, He's got the challengers. He's got attachments here of jolts of adrenaline, surge of aggression. He's got a surprise contender, pump up the crowd, break a leg, stage fright, and then 2 copies here of defend the title. Super cool here. I believe Magog is like one of the fan favorites of everyone to play. Let's go ahead and read these cards real quick here. So Magog, right? He's a 1 scheme, 2 attack, and then force response. After Magog attacks and damages a character, place 1 rating counter on the champion. So this is the champion here. If there are at least 5 ratings per player counters here, flip the environment without removing rating counters. So we'll flip it. And here is cheering crowd. Underdogs. After the champion flips to this side, each player draws 1 card. If there are at least 10 rating counters here, Magog wins again, and the players lose the game. Ooh, because he's the champion. Okay, so we got to make sure you keep the threat down on this one here, on the champions. Then there's the booing crowd here. If there are at least 5 rating counters here, flip the environment without removing the ratings. The players woe the crowd by placing rating counters here. Tag team. Force response. After the challengers flip to this side, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a surprise contender and put it into play. Engage with the first player. If it is already in play, give it a tough status. Okay, so this is the surprise contender here. Villainous, 1 scheme, 2 attacks, 7 health per player. Force response. After surprise contender attacks and damages a character, place 1 rating counter on the champion. When defeated, place 2 ratings counters on the challenger per player. Yikes. Does he have a backside? No, he does not. Okay. Here, force interrupt. When Magog would be defeated, reset his hit points to 10 per player instead. Place 3 rating counters per player on the challengers and deal each player 1 face down encounter card. So super interactive, super cool looking. The player cannot win with the game unless they woe the crowd of the challengers. This is the challengers. When this scheme would be completed, place 2 ratings counters on the champion and remove all threat from here instead. So it looks pretty fun, going back and forth on the challenger and the champion there. Very interactive here. This is going to be Magog. Look very excited to play this. So we'll go ahead and put him off to the side here. Now the next scenario villain here is going to be the one and only Spiral. So Spiral also has backsides as well, as you can see that there. Interesting. So she is a escaped mystic. She's got 3 stages. She's got a star on all the attacks there. So we'll go and read this real quick. Spiral cannot take damage or be stunned. Threat cannot be removed from the main scheme. Excuse me? When Spiral would attack, she schemes instead. Okay, so she just schemes, and threat cannot be removed from the main scheme. Kind of scary. Here is Cornered. If there are at least 3 teleport counters here, remove all of them and flip Spiral. After Spiral activates, place 1 teleport counter here. Okay, so that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to get her on Cornered so we can hit her, because if she is in Escaped, you cannot hit Spiral. I'm going to believe this here is going to tell us what to do. Across the Mojoverse. Force interrupt. When a show environment would be discarded, place it on the bottom of the show deck instead. Okay, show. I don't know what that is, but sure. The search for Spiral. You got Corner Treachery here. You got some Spiral Swords. And then Erratic Teleportation. The show must go on, and Well Armed. Kind of funny because she's got 6 arms there. That is going to be the Spiral Encounter scenario pack here. Looks very interactive again. I hear a lot of good things about the Mojo Mania scenario pack, that it's like really good and really fun to play with in pretty much all scenarios. So let's go ahead and continue on and read the rest here. So we have Mr. Mojo. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up first. So he's you can see the villain cards there. He's got no backside. This is like the boss battle. Let's go ahead and open this real quick. These are some fresh packs. When were they made? 2022, so about 3 years ago. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can get this plastic open. Cool. Oh, no, just kidding. There we go. Okay, excelente. Now that is a fresh pack. Yeah, that's good. I gotta empty this trash can here. All my shrink is in there. Okay, so this is the 16th card here. That's the, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this here, right? Because this goes here, yes, okay. So this is gonna be the Mojo scenario. Mojo is spineless. He is 2 scheme, 1 attack, 3 scheme, 1 attack, 4 scheme, 2 attack. So he schemes a lot there. Forced response after your turn ends. Discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Place 1 threat on your hero. 1 threat on your hero for each card discarded this way that does not belong to the Mojo encounter set. Interesting. Place 1 threat on your hero. After your turn ends, place 2 threat on each friendly character. Okay, so they go on to the characters here. Here's Mojo Mania main scheme. Oh my goodness. It is 25 per player and 10 per player here. Starts with 10 per player. Oh my goodness. And 1 per player each turn. Choose 1 set-aside encounter set at random, reveal its show environment, and shuffle its remaining cards into the encounter deck. Force interrupt. When a character flips or leaves play, move all threat from that character to this scheme. Excuse me? When a character flips, you move it all. Oh, that's not good. If this stage is completed, the players lose the game. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Mojo Mania. That is literally Mojo Mania. Wheel of Genres. Environment. Spinning. Force response. After the encounter deck resets, if there are no set-aside modular encounter sets remaining, the player loses the game. Otherwise, flip this card. At the start of the step 3 of the villain phase, deal encounter cards randomly. Choose 1 set-aside modular set and reveal its show environment. Shuffle the rest of that modular set and place it on top of the encounter deck. Deal the first player 2 face-down encounter cards and flip this card. Ay, ay, ay. Here is Major Domo. He's a persona attached to Mojo. Force response after Mojo attacks, discard cards from the encounter deck equal to the amount of damage dealt by the attack. Spend 1 of each energy, discard this card. We got another one here, which is going to be Stinger Tail, another attachment attached to Mojo. Mojo gains Retaliate 2. That is not good. When any amount of damage would be dealt to Mojo, place it here instead. Then, if there is at least 5 damage, discard the Stinger Tail. He also has a boost. Attach this to Mojo. We got the supporting actors here, 2 minions here that are pretty beefed up with 6 health. The boost says place 1 threat on each character you control. After supporting actor activates against you, place 2 threat here. Yikes. We got Paparazzi, which is an obligation. Undercover Mojo. 2 copies of Curtain Call. Top Billing, and then 2 treacheries of the Director's Direction. So Mojo is very crazy, and I'm so excited to play him. Here we go. So you get the environment there, and then the main scheme, and just crazy Mojo-ness. The stage 3 has 25 health per player. So if you're playing a 4-player game, that's 100 health. Oh my gosh. Okay, Mojo Mania is definitely Mojo Manius. Let's go ahead and move on to some of the encounters. Excuse me, encounter modulars. Okay, so these are the super cool setting shows that I wanted to show here. Get it? This is going to be Dial M for Mojo, Build the Case, Crime Scene Investigation, Law and Order, Dragnets, and Elementary My Dear Mojo. This is going to be the crime setting show modular set. The environment says each other character card gains insight 1. Each friendly character gets +1 thwart. When revealed, discard each other setting environment in play. If this card was revealed from the encounter deck, it gains Surge. Crazy. Crazy Mojo Mania. I like how it's like in different like themes. Like that one is crime, and then the best one that I think here is the fantasy for the sole purpose of pretty much, well, every single card. Because this here is just so insane. You get a dragon as an encounter minion. Look at that. It's got 4 boosts, 10 health per player. Retaliate 1, toughness, elite. Double the amount of damage this minion takes from cards with a printed energy source. Each player draws 4 cards. So after you beat the dragon, you draw 4 cards. I love it because you gain so many rewards from this set. So each player gets a 1+ hand size. Discard each other setting environment in play. If this card was revealed from the encounter deck, it gains Surge. You get a troll here with toughness. This minion takes 1 additional damage from each card with a printed mine resource. The player who defeated this minion may put 1 ally from their discard pile into play. Fetch quest is like crazy because it has Surge, but also when defeated, in player order, each player may search their deck for a card and play that card ignoring its resource cost, and then shuffle your deck. And then the boost here is put this card into play. So really crazy card, super awesome. Goblin here removes threat from a scheme. Mana drain is when revealed, choose a non-wild, well, that's non-wild resource type. Then each player draws 2 cards. Each player must discard cards from their hand with the chosen resource type. Discard 1 card from your hand. So this is going to be the fantasy modular, which is just insane because of this dragon and then fetch quest. It's just awesome. Like this is, I think, my favorite modular. When I was reading all the cards on the Hall of Heroes website, I saw this Mojo Mania and I'm like, oh my gosh, that environment, that scenario modular set was just super cool. You also get the Mojo files. This is going to be the horror one, which is also really cool because if fighting a dragon wasn't cool enough, you get to fight the Kraken, vampires, and a werewolf pack. Like, cultists, sorry, you're not that cool, but you know what I'm saying? You get to fight these here, which is super awesome. You get the Mojo files here. Each minion gains quick strike, so that's kind of scary because if a minion pops up, he immediately and engages with you. He immediately attacks you. So very scary. Just awesome. I love the Mojo Mania whole thing. Like the Kraken, you kidding me? Like you get to fight a Kraken here. In Marvel Champions, like, you know, like just imagine the Avengers or a Avenger, Spider-Man, one of the Guardians characters, and some of the X-Men all team up, right? 4 different heroes playing against this here, and however you mix it and however you make it, it would just be super awesome. Here we have Mojo Runner. This is the sci-fi one, which I think is also super awesome because you get these super like different varianted program kind of like minions here. This is an elite minion. These are regular minions, but they're like programs. They're like robotic kind of like enhanced versions of them. As you can see, it's Avalanche 9.0 Blob 314, Toad 2.0, Pyro 4.0, Magneto 2.4. So it's like crazy. Villainous activates against you. Place one magnetic counter on him. Then choose and discard one card from your hand for each magnetic counter on Magneto. There's no way of getting rid of those magnetic counters on him. Each minion and ally gains toughness. So that's really nice, except for the minions getting toughness as well. But it's cool. You got Ice Droid M. Each minion gains guard and patrol. Oh gosh. At the end of the round, after the first player token is passed, the first player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion, puts it into play, engaged with them. Oh my goodness. So you have to search for a minion. And they gain patrol and guard. Maybe let's stay away from this one unless we have like Thor to make sure we can take care of those minions there. Here is the sitcom one. This is not my favorite one when I was reviewing them all. But it does look fun. It does look interesting here. You got Mojo in the middle, like Malcolm in the middle, Mojo in the middle, Family Matters, Growing Pains, The Odd Couple, the one with the breakup, and Watch Me Play. Super cool. Each obligation gains one acceleration token. These are all obligations. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we know. Kind of crazy there, but yeah, that is going to be Mojo in the middle. And then I believe this is the Wild Mojo. This environment here is also super awesome. Look at this. This is the one that comes with Longshot. We were reading that in the beginning here. Wild Mojo, each enemy attack gains overkill. Scary. When a character takes damage, increase that damage by 1. When revealed, discard each card. When revealed, discard each other setting environment in play. If this card was revealed from the encounter set, it gains Surge. You got Dead or Alive. You got a Card Shark, which is super awesome here. It's like literally like force response after Card Shark attacks you. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Take indirect damage equal to the number of different printed resources types. So energy, genius, strength, or a wild discarded this way. So you can take about like 3 extra damage after getting attacked. The game of cards here, you can draw 5 cards, choose and discard 5 cards from your hand for each different printed resource type. Discard this way, discard and upgrade or support you control. Yikes. These outlaws have quick strike, so they'll come in and it's like draw. And then you got Longshot here that when you reveal him, you put him into play with you as your ally and he doesn't count as your ally. But this is the Mojo Mania. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm super excited for this. My favorite ones definitely is the Western. The Western one is my favorite encounter there. The sci-fi is also one of my other favorites because of the enhanced looking minions. The horror one's cool too for the Kraken and the werewolf. But my all-time favorite is going to be the Game of Mojos, just for the sole purpose of the dragon. Like, if you're playing a 4-player game, this is a 40 health dragon that you have to take down in the middle of your game while you're trying to take down the villain, right? And I got a couple ideas for these, for these modulars that I'm going to put into my encounter villain deck. I'm not going to share which one it is and what it is. I'm actually going to be playing it this weekend with my buddies. I'm going to test it out and I'm going to see their reactions and see if they like it or not. And if I do, I believe there's Marvel Champions card database building website, right? Marvel CDB that I can upload villain decks to. I'm not sure. I'm going to check it out. Maybe I can make a villain deck and I'll share that with everybody. It's just gonna be super fun and super awesome. Like, I have this idea and it's just gonna be awesome. So it's gonna be very heavy in modulars, but very super thematical. And if it's gonna be meant for a 4-player game. So if you have buddies, friends, or if you're able to play the game online and play it in a 4-player kind of scenario, I'll have the link later, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that out, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. That was Mojo Mania unboxing Marvel Champions scenario pack. What a mouthful. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your favorite modular was and your villain. Mine is definitely going to be Mojo. I'm excited to take on Mojo. He looks tough. He looks like there's a lot of interactions going on, especially with this Mojo Mania and the show environment thing, and especially how much threat he comes in with. It's kind of crazy. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and have you guys played Mojo, and do you like him? Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Dark Matter Wolf reminding you that you matter here at the Wolf Den of Champions. YouTube thinks you're gonna like this video right here. And for more of our unboxing videos, go ahead and click right here. Don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers, and thank you guys. Peace.